Hello, Watem here, welcome back to my Umineko When Seagulls Cry. I'm thinking, it's probably a bit late, but I'm thinking of using, not Burn Castell that we saw earlier as hair colour for the thumbnail numbers. Let me know if there's someone else that I should use instead, some other colour. But in any case, let us continue.
そうだ。あんなの親父が作った気まぐれな謎なんだ。解けるはずさ。解けないはずがないんだ。それしかないんだ。ああ、夏日、本当に良かった。まだ手は残っていたんだよ。こんなに身近に。この島に黄金はある。それさえあれば万事解決なんだ。夏日、ジェシカを呼ぶんだ。今すぐここに。家族の危機は家族で乗り越えよう。さあ早く。黄金はこの島にある。すぐ身近にあるんだ。
I'm wondering with so last episode when like they were forced to acknowledge the existence of Kinzo, if perhaps that wasn't like Riles, but rather someone had found the gold, and so they were considered the next Kinzo. Unable to withstand the pain of the arm he was twisting in his excitement, Natsui knocked Kraus aside. Kraus tripped over the edge of the bed and flopped over onto the floor.
いい加減にしてください。そしてどうか冷静になられてください。後宮家の一大事にそんな夢みたいなことを言い出してどうするというのですか。
夏日、
あなたもよく頭を冷やされて現実的な金策をお考えになってください。私も頭を冷やしてきます。
待ってくれ、夏日。
Maybe he'd come to his senses the instant he fell over. Kraus tried to tell Natsui to stop, but she just kept walking. After closing the door forcefully, Natsui dashed away. Natsui ran through the corridor. Even though she didn't want anyone to see her like this, she ran headlong into Genji.
大変失礼いたしました。奥様、お怪我はございませんか？
私は大丈夫です。放っておきなさい。
かしこまりました。
あ、源氏。お父様の書斎はどうなっていますか？
そのままにしております。南條先生は客間におられますが。
そうですか。書斎の鍵は持っていますか？
はい。
Did you give it to me?
ございます。
お貸しなさい。しばらく私とお父様の二人きりにするように。もし主人に私のことを聞かれても知らないというのですよ。
Interesting.
かしこまりました。
What is she going to do? After grabbing the key to the study that Genji was holding out to her, Natsui rushed up the stairs. She then flew into the study, finally let out a wail, and cried.
お父様、愚かな私たちをどうかお 許しください。私と主人はお父様の築き上げてきたものを受け継ぐことができます。罪深く愚かな私たちをどうかお許しください。そしてもしお許しいただけるならば、どうか愚かな私たちをお導きください。
Clinging to Kinzo as he slept in the bed, Natsui cried even harder. She kept imagining Kinzo sitting up suddenly and patting her head. No. Father isn't the type of person to pamper. More likely he'd yell at me to stop being so noisy. However, neither of these imaginations came true. Because it was an undeniable fact that Kinzo had entered an eternal sleep. But even so, Natsui begged the sleeping Kinzo to forgive and help them. It was still only a few hours after his passing. Perhaps the soul was still here, listening to her. Believing this, Natsui begged for Kinzo's forgiveness and help even more earnestly.
やかましいぞ。
Oh? And in this episode, Natsui becomes the killer.
私は沈黙を尊ぶといつも言っている。
Is this what they mean by taking over the title of Kinzo instead of the gold? The executioner of the game, perhaps? That voice made Natsui jump up in surprise. Interesting. When she faced in the direction that the voice had come from, she saw Kinzo sitting at the study desk, folding up his reading glasses.
またクラウスと喧嘩をしたのか。
Interesting. So, if she's having these visions, delusions, whatever it is, perhaps what you saw in the study in the first episode was something similar? If that's the same thing, or if it's related to... or if it depends on the episode, perhaps.
嫁をいたわらぬとはクラウスめ。私の悪いところばかりを受け継ぎよる。
That is on the assumption that this even happened.
お父様。
He's even seeing him here.
なんというみそぼらしい顔か。
So far, I think the only person we've seen that has seen Kinzo afterwards, while alone, was Natsuhi. So in the first episode, she went to him alone. Second episode, I guess, Bachelor at the end. Third episode, I don't remember anyone. No, third episode, Kinzo was revealed to be dead in the first 6. But even before then, I'm not sure.
顔を洗え。仮にも後ろ宮家次期当主の妻ではないか。そんな情けない面を使用人に見せてはならぬぞ。
はい、お父様。失礼しました。
Natsui understood. This was just an illusion, one that Natsui had created out of her desire to speak with memory of Kinzo as he once was. Nay, that wasn't it. He believed that just for now, Kinzo's soul had shown itself to her. He was sure that doubting this would cause it to vanish in an instant.
当主の座が継承されたと同時に早速厄介事が起きたようだな。
はい、お父様。夫を支えることができませんでした。本当に申し訳ありません。
Yeah, she certainly got stuck with a troublesome marriage.
つくづく後宮家は呪われている。私が当主を継承した時もそれはひどいものだった。
That's true, yeah.
お前たちの苦難などまだまだ可愛いものだ。
The Kinzo's succession to the family headship had come suddenly. At the time, he had been nothing more than a single young man from a branch family, far separated from the Yoshiromiya main family. The main family might have had honor and tradition, but Kinzo had nothing to do with that. Then, the principal members of the main family were wiped out in the Great Kanto earthquake, along with their businesses. On top of that, there had been a complicated antagonism between the members of the family at the time, and the elders had all tried to impose their will on the others in that sinking ship. Because of this, they weren't even able to elect a leader to revive the Yoshiromiya family. They then found a common ground and selected Kinzo, a youth with absolutely no ties to any of the opposing elders, to be the head, and someone young and potentially controllable. The elders hadn't really entrusted Kinzo with the rebuilding of the Yoshiromiya family. Kinzo had been nothing more than their puppet, with his arms and legs pulled in opposite directions.
はい。お父様の苦難の日々はよく存じております。
But you didn't experience them.
そして戦争が始まった。当時の私はもう生きていくことに疲れ果てていた。戦場で死ねればと願ったが、前線には送られなかった。
Army or Navy?
しかし、日に日に戦況が悪化し、本土決戦の時が近づいてきていた。
I don't think it would be Air Force.
私は不謹慎にもその日が早くやってくることを願っていた。
After listening to the approaching footsteps of that Reaper day in and day out, it is said that Kinzo started cutting his ties with this world one by one. And then, on that day when he had severed all his regrets, when he reached his state of enlightenment, it is said that he had a mystical experience. It is said that he met her, the Golden Witch, Beatrice.
私は魔女と契約を交わし、黄金と狂気の力を与えられた。その日を境に、古き私は死に、狂気の魔力を得た新しき私が誕生したのだ。
存じております。そして戦後、お父様は天才的辣腕にて後宮家を復興させるのです。
Now deceased elders who knew Kinzo at the time had whispered to each other that Kinzo must have bumped his head on the battlefield and returned with a different personality. That was how much Kinzo had stood out after the war. Whether the story about Kinzo meeting a witch was true or not, there could be no doubt that the extraordinary experience of war had prepared him for death and let him reach a state of enlightenment. If he wanted to describe the mystical experience following all that as a meeting with a witch, that claim certainly shouldn't be dismissed out of hand.
そうですね。お父様は戦争からお帰りになり、魔女ベアトリーチェを従え、真の意味での後宮家当主となられたのです。
Conquered the witch?
そうだ。ベアトリーチェに出会う以前の私は、当主と呼ばれるだけの人形に過ぎん。私は黄金の魔女を従えて初めて当主たり得たのだ。
Now, in what way did you conquer her?
お父様、 その黄金の魔女は新しき当主である夫クラウスには力を貸してくださらないのでしょうか。
Just noticing this image. What is that under her eye there?
貸すであろうな。
Eh?
真に当主を継承したならば。
Will she become the Golden Witch?
真に継承するとはどういう意味ですか？
He's found the gold, right?
真の意味で後宮家の当主としての責任と誇りを持てるかどうかということだ。夏日、お前ならば分かっているはず。当主とは血で継承されるものではない。魂と信念によって継承されるのだ。クラウスが我が長男であっても、それがなくては真の当主とは呼べない。そしてそれが心に宿されていたなら、その人間はたとえクラウスでなくとも立派な新しき当主である。黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェはその真の当主に力を貸すであろう。
Like Bachelor, right? Totally.
そうであるな、ベアトリーチェ。
Interesting. And Kinzo called the witch's name. Gold butterflies seethed out of every corner of the room. Seeped? I don't feel like seethed is the right word there. This fantastical scene had an otherworldly beauty to it. It was like standing in the midst of a blizzard of golden flower petals being blown about a rose garden of gold. As Natsuki stared at this scene in shock, the gold butterflies gathered and formed a human shape. Then, the witch of the portrait appeared.
いかにも。わらわこそが後宮家顧問錬金術師黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェである。わらわは奔放にして自由。誰の命令も聞かぬ。
それを世界でたった一人、
That's the head.
私だけが支配した。
Close enough.
だからこそ後宮家の当主たり得るのだ。
その傲慢さこそが後宮家当主の資格だというか。
傲慢とはすなわち自信であり勇気である。そしてそれに見合う力を得ようとする飽くなき向上心の表れである。だからこそ私はお前を支配した。
Okay, I guess seethed could be, after looking up the definition, like, of a liquid bubble up as a result of being boiled. Or, like, another archaic one, cooked food by boiling it in a liquid. So, I guess that could work? Anyway, continuing on.
傲慢を語る男がそれを実現していく様を見るのは心地よいものだ。不言実行は強運なる者の言い訳に過ぎぬ。真の王者は持たぬ者さえも語る。そしてその傲慢を確かに実現してみせるのだ。わらわを支配できる者にはその王者の傲慢が必要だ。
わかるか、夏日よ。真の王者はあらゆる苦難を恐れぬ。必ず乗り越えられると公言する。 その算段がなくともだ。だから弱者は希望を持つ。集い、崇め、協力を誓う。そこに力が生まれ、有言は実行されるのだ。それを心に刻め。
はい、お父様。
That's who he understood. Sure. Through this mystical experience, Kinzo was telling her how to prepare herself to overcome hardship, even after his own death. Feeling a warm sensation rise up in her chest, she let the valuable words Kinzo had given her echo through her mind, over and over. This feels similar to the first episode. Thinking about answers in terms of, like, in response to individual question arc episodes, maybe this is the answer to the first question arc episode. True monarch, in other words, the true head of the Ushiromiya family, must not fear hardship. Such a person must believe they can overcome any hardship. They can't even believe it about themselves, then they will have no chance of overcoming their challenges. She suddenly felt very ashamed of the way she'd entered this room, sobbing and asking Kinzo what to do.
私は愚かでした。後ろ宮家の一大事に泣き言を言う暇などあるわけもありません。そしてお父様から後ろ宮家を引き継いだ以上、私たちは何があってもその名誉を守り抜きます。
And this is why she goes along with the plan to keep his death a secret.
ほう。どうやってクラウスの借金を返済するか、その青写真も描けぬのにか。
Beatrice laughed unpleasantly. No, that wasn't it. She was testing Natsuhi to see whether she possessed the mental readiness to be a true monarch. So Natsuhi's going to take over the headship from her husband. Natsuhi wasn't confused anymore. He answered clearly, gazing into Beatrice's eyes.
はい。今はどうすればいいのか、その方法をまだ見つけることはできません。しかし、私の夫は新しき後宮家の当主であり、私はそれを支える妻です。ですから、夫に代わり、私が宣言します。
聞こ
う。後宮クラウスと夏日は、必ずやこの苦難を乗り越え、後宮家の名誉を守ってみせます。お父様にご心配をおかけすることはありません。
クラウスの借金の規模と惨憺たる状況については知っておるな。
はい。この屋敷さえも明日には立ち退けと命じられても拒めぬという最悪の状況です。
I can't help but feel like that might somehow play into the murders?
遺産分配となれば親族たちに刑事告発さえされるかもしれません。しかし心配には及びません。そうなる前に借金をすべて返済し名誉を取り戻します。
She stood at attention with a resolute attitude. Natsui proclaimed this clearly, with Ushiromiya, Kinzo, and Beatrice as witnesses. Ah yes, a dead person and someone who no one else can see. They're your witnesses. Perfect witnesses. For a while, they remained silent, as though weighing Natsui's resolve. Then Kinzo chuckled and turned away.
おし、なぜにこやつが我が息子ではなかったのか。
その資質を持つ女を息子がめとったことさえ これもまたそなたの強運よ。
ベアトリーチェ、私の最後の命令だ。
当主でないそなたの命令をもはや聞く義理はないぞ。
ほう。ならば新しき後宮家当主の命令に従え。
そなたはすでに当主でなく、クラウスは未だ当主ではない。わらわは誰に仕えよというのか。
Natsuhi?
お前にそれを委ねる。後宮家の当主を受け継ぐ資格があるかどうか、そして片翼のわしの紋章を背負うにふさわしいかどうか、お前が確かめるのだ。
断るぞ。当主でなき男の命令など聞けぬわ。
いや違うぞ。これは遺言である。当主が残したお前への最後の命令である。
ならば従わぬわけにはいかぬか。わらわもつくづく付き合いがよい。
違うな。
I was thinking that doesn't feel in character.
ほう。
興味を持ったからであろうが。
つくづくそなたには隠し事ができんな。
夏日、
はい、お父様。
乗り越えてみよ、この苦難を。
はい。
That might have seemed like a mere response to Natsuhi, but to Kinzo and Beatrice, it seems to be something of much greater significance. Beatrice nodded deeply, and with emotion as elegant as her dress, she bowed deeply before Natsuhi.
後宮家顧問錬金術師黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェ、ここに後宮家の苦難を再び乗り越えるため、そなたの力となろうぞ。
ありがとう。あなたの力が必要です。私たちは必ずこの苦難を乗り越えます。
そのために助力は惜しまぬが、先に断らねばならぬ。
Oh?
かつて金蔵の窮地を救ったように、そなたに再び莫大な黄金を与えれば、この度の苦難は解決することは分かっている。しかしそれはできぬのだ。
そうですか。
すまんな、夏日。ベアトリーチェの黄金は私一代限りという契約なのだ。そしてそれを受け継ぐためには魔女の碑文を解かねばならぬのが取り決め。
黄金は碑文にて封じられている。だからそれを解けぬ限り、そなたに黄金の魔法は与えられぬ。
わかりました。ならば他の方法でこの窮地を脱する方法を模索しましょう。主人は時間をかけるとは言っていますが、必ず借金は返済できると言っています。そのための時間を得ることができれば、この苦難は乗り越えられます。
よいぞ、夏日。続けよ。
しかし金蔵はもう死んでいるぞ。医者と使用人は葬儀の準備。そなたは親族たちにその連絡だ。そなたは自らその金策の猶予時間を終わらせる宣言をすることになる。
Not all the servants know. What's his name? Georgia certainly doesn't know. The other, oh, almost certainly doesn't know, because he was annoyed that his food wasn't going to Kinzo. I think I could be misremembering that, but I don't think he knows. The others do, though. Although there are some servants that aren't on the island all the time, so maybe some of them don't know. But maybe they all do. Who knows?
自ら刃を下ろす断頭台も愉快なものよ。
Startled, Natsui looked up at the ceiling. There wasn't actually anything there. But even so, Natsui had found something.
降りたか魔力が。
Ah,
夏日決まったか。わらわに望む奇跡の魔法が。
I think I'll end up there for today. We'll find out what she requests next time. I hope you've all enjoyed. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments. And until next time, see ya.